What's up, Cali City? It's the Calabar Talk Show with Dave and the David Trees expression. Did you just turn 18? Did you just get married and you were gifted a car? Did your husband just buy you a car? Or your scale of preference, driving has become a key thing, just like swimming, living the country once and having a degree could be on your scale of preference before you become 30. Whatever the case is, you want to learn how to drive properly. You want to learn how to drive defensively. You want to understand WOFT. You want to be able to change your tires. WOFT for water, oil, fan, and tire. You want to be a proper driver. This message is so much for you. Your choice of a driving school is going to actually make you a good driver or not. Your choice of a driving school. So let's say you're in the Calabar Metropolis or wherever you are in Nigeria, and wherever you are in the world, you could still use this to actually make a good choice. But let's say you're in the Calabar Metropolis or you're somewhere else in Nigeria. Just go to Google. First thing on my list there, go to Google, check driving schools that are approved in Cross River State, and you see a whole lot of driving schools that are approved. What this means is that this person, this proprietor, this driving school has fulfilled all righteousness to become a driving school, to be a driving school. So they are fit to be a driving school, which means they'll be able to, give you proper information and training models on how to be a proper driver. Secondly, now you found out the proper driving school that's approved, and you've gone to this driving school. How is this driving school learning environment? How is their vehicles? How is the instructor dressed? Do the vehicles look like bad vehicles? That nonsense of the fact that Beetles or vehicles that look absolutely bad are the proper vehicles to use how to learn how to drive. It's absolute nonsense. No. So you can't be using Beetles to learn how to drive properly in 2000. It doesn't work like that. So if this environment is not conducive, if you're still seeing the blackboard in 2000, if you're still seeing an instructor that looks hard, you should be getting the signals that probably this driving school is not going to give you what you want. It's not possible not to have a beautiful environment, not to have an environment that looks like where you could sit down and learn properly and still have information to give to you that concerns core driving techniques and methods. It is really, really almost impossible to achieve that. So, you found out a good driving school, you have a comfortable environment, you have a good vehicle, you could clearly see it, you have an instructor that sounds like a human being and sounds intelligent. Now, in your driving school that you've chosen, do they have a dummy? Do they have a simulator? I've been in driving school environment for 6 years, and one of the core criteria for driving schools to operate is a simulator. Now, on the simulator, just like in flight school, you have your brake, you have your accelerator. You could virtually see yourself on a PC, navigating to the left and to the right, navigating to the left and to the right, basically doing everything that a driver physically does in the vehicle. So it gives you real life or virtual life experience before you actually get into the car, which makes your life easy as a student and actually makes the life of the instructor also easy when it comes to being physically in the vehicle. And now, where you can get a simulator for manual, it's a simulator, a dummy, sorry, for the manual where you have your gearbox, a gear lever, you have your steering, you have your brake pedals, you have your clutch pedal, you have your accelerator pedal. So you learn how to count your gear upwards from 1 to 3 to 4 to 5, as the case may be, and reverse, and you count the gear backwards from 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1, as the case may be. You learn 100% clutch down, you learn your braking sense, you learn acceleration sense, you learn basically how to clutch, leave the accelerator, unload and load gears, and you get very comfortable with learning how to drive properly before you actually get into the physical vehicle, which actually makes your life way, 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 way easier before you actually get into a vehicle. So the dummy and simulator is an essential part of every driving school. And note, does this say driving school also have a dual brake system in the vehicles? Because if it doesn't, or if they do not, now when you as a student don't step on your brake when necessary, you could have an auto crash because the dual brake system is there for the instructor to be able to slow down the vehicle when necessary. When you as a student driver can't slow down when necessary because you're still learning how to drive. Now, Make a good choice. Make sure you see a dummy, site one that's working. Make sure you're on a simulator that's working. And the fourth thing on my list, when you've passed all those stages, is that are you being front environment? Check. Dual braking system? Check. Dummy? Check. Simulator? Check. So the fourth thing is, are you being taught how to drive defensively? And what is defensive driving? Simply understanding the fact that potentially you have threats in front of your vehicle and behind your vehicle, and you're trying to mitigate and manage potential threats by making sure that you drastically reduce, you know, collision is simply defensive driving. And for me personally, I would like to take defensive driving past just collision, but to the mere fact that times are actually hardened, in West Africa, in Nigeria, that we should understand that defensive driving also entails you being able to have basic maintenance tips and understanding what will make you reduce cost on your vehicle maintenance and actually avoiding auto crash too. So are you being taught how to drive defensively? Does your instructor understands what it means to teach how to drive defensively? Does he understands the basic techniques? Is he giving you information on defensive driving, on how to avoid auto crashes, how to overtake, how to undertake basic maintenance? Then, if he's doing that, you're in a good driving school. If he's not, you're not in a good driving school. Ladies and gentlemen, Calabar Talk Show with Dave and Sonia David Otree's expression. Please take note. I've been in driving school environment for more than 6 years, so I have this information. If you want to do a 5-year license for first timers, it's 45,000 naira for a 5-year license. That includes your payment for the process before your CBT test and before your actual license process. And for a 3-year license, the CBT test and the process before the actual capture is 40,000 naira. So if you want to renew a car paper for a saloon vehicle, that's about 23,500. If you intend to renew a car paper for an SUV vehicle, that'll be 25,000 naira. If you intend to register a vehicle that's never been used in Nigeria before, that's just 65,000 naira. And if you intend to register a Nigerian used vehicle, that'll be 75,000 naira. If you intend to renew your license for 5 years, that'll be 18,000 naira. And if you intend to renew your license for 3 years, that'll be 15,000 naira. I have friends and family in these places and colleagues in these places that could help to give you a discount, you know, discount maybe 2,000, 1,000. So reach out to me on 0803 296 3649. 0803 296 3649. Ladies and gentlemen, I did bring on a real life practical advice for profounding solutions. Bye bye.